So what would be a good topic to start out with? On my new page, I do have another page, but I'm just going to let that be as it is. Perhaps this will be something that'll go on, the blacklight videos, vlogs, whatever they call them. But basically, we should talk about life, I guess. Start out with life. Life is what we're all experiencing right now. And for those of us, I guess, living in America, we have it pretty good compared to the other countries where there's famine. The weather could be terribly bad in other nations around the world. And I do realize that there's been the flooding going on here in the States, and of course we had Katrina. But besides the weather and just life in general, because life can be tough for people, whether it's money, love, or any sort of topics. Price of gasoline. But if we all break it down into what life is, what we should do with it is to enjoy our lives, which has to be the central focal point of our purpose, of why we're here. We should enjoy ourselves, because it could be a lot worse. I mean, everybody right now that is living right now could actually be, 2,000 years in the past at this time. A different time period, let's say. And we would all be hunting for food, using sticks, or getting chased by, I guess, the dinosaurs. But life today, we should really enjoy. And that's what I try to do. Because things like work and the people you meet at work, your boss, or just the job you have to do, or getting to work, can all be very stressful, and at times it might not seem worth it. So that's why people should enjoy their lives. And it's a crazy world out there, but if you work hard enough or at trying to enjoy it, I'm sure you can. Not that you're not, but basically our lives are for us to enjoy. It's not to slave over a job or bills. At least my purpose, my pathway through my life has been to enjoy it and to make things as easy as possible on myself. And I've been pretty good at that. Quite successful at that. I cannot complain. In reality, I guess I could say that I am living my retirement right now, as opposed to waiting until I get older. Because the way I see it, and I'm a Libra, so I balance things out and rationalize and weigh those things and come to an equilibrium, I guess you could say. But the way I see it is that when I get older, if I get older, because I'll probably die before I would ever see a Social Security check, or if I put money into a IRA, I would never see that money, simply because I would die off before that would come to fruition. So in reality, I'm living my retirement now, in a sense that while I'm relatively still young, I'm in my 40s, so a lot of you young people out there are saying, well, you're an old man. And that could be true, but you're only as old as you feel, I guess, or as young as you feel. I look at it as life as something that we should enjoy, and you should be enjoying your life if you're not. And I'm not talking about going out and smoking crack or getting high constantly or getting drunk or running the streets like a wild dog in heat. I'm just talking about enjoying your life. Because life is short. I'm telling you right now, all you young people out there, that when you hit 40, you're going to look back at it and say, where did time go? Because it was just yesterday that I was young, let's say. You're going to look back and say, man, time flies, and it does. It flies by when you're having fun. So basically, you should enjoy your life. You should get your education, get it as quickly as you possibly can while you're young. I procrastinated. I have no complaints. I made the choices when to stop. But everybody should just get as much as they can while they're young, and I mean as much as you can of everything. Because at a certain point, your body's gonna say, "Well, I've had enough of this or enough of that. I spent enough time doing this or that," and you're gonna want to change the pace. You're gonna want to slow it down. So that's why I telling everybody out there, you're my friends, and God bless you. And please enjoy your lives, because I don't think God put us on earth to work and to save for retirement or to be a slave to the price of gasoline. These are all realities. I do realize that. And I realize that people cannot escape from their realities. Some people I've known in my life have escaped their realities, and they've done it through drugs and alcohol, or they just went away, I guess you could say, and went about their way. But my whole vision of life is for everybody to enjoy it. And here on YouTube, let's say that people they might seem a little quirky, a little weird. It might be weird that I'm doing this in a black light. I'm not the most attractive person. It's good they have things like YouTube and Stickam, so people can communicate, whether it be from somewhere in America, speaking to somebody in Australia, Japan, all around the world. And it ends really before the ending comes, because you get old. And you're not going to be that young spirit that can fly from flower petal to flower petal. You'll become the wise owl, I guess you would say. But anyway, I appreciate you watching, and if this gets posted, take it easy, and perhaps I'll think of another topic, which I'm sure I will, because YouTube's a lot of fun, and it's good to be able to do something to pass the time by. But anyway, thanks, and take care. Bye.